This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news for December 22nd. Before we get started, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Let's get into these headlines. 50 Cent says next album may be his last and claims he's a top 10 rapper, dead or alive. According to a recent Love B. Scott article, 50 Cent may be ready to release another album, which may be his last. During an interview with The Independent in July, 50 revealed plans of dropping new music in September. "I'm not going to tell who's on it because I'm the most exciting person on the album," he said, before confirming the project would not be his oft-delayed Street King Immortal album. Street King Immortal was originally intended to be the official follow-up to 50's fourth studio album, 2009, Before I Self-Destruct. Initially rumored to drop during the summer of 2011, the project was given an official November 2012 release date in July 2012. The album was then pushed back several times from February 2013 to September 2015 to August 2016. In place of the long-lost album, 50 has released 3 projects over the past 7 years: 2014's Animal Ambition, 2015's The Kanan Tape, and his 2017 Greatest Hits album, Best Of. In addition to 50 Cent possibly dropping new music, he declared himself one of the top 10 rappers of all time. What do you guys think? Would you put him in your top 10 rappers of all time list? You know, I hate doing these top 10 lists because you're always going to leave someone out. 50 Cent has definitely influenced hip-hop and rap, and has influenced some of my favorite rappers like Young M.A., but I don't know if I would put him in my top 10 list. You know, 50 Cent is into so many things. I consider him more of a businessman than a rapper, and he's really doing his thing over at Stars with Power and Power Book 2 Ghost. Okay, so before I give my list of top 10 rappers, I'd like to say that there are rappers that I enjoy listening to, but they don't necessarily make it into the top 10 rappers for various reasons, like maybe they're too new. So, if I had to list my top 10 rappers, it would be, in no particular order, Mos Def, Lauryn Hill, Tupac, Kanye West, J. Cole, Outkast, Missy Elliott, Jay-Z, Drake, and 3 6 Mafia. You can't talk about the top 10 rappers without mentioning the South. The South had a grip on rap for like a decade or maybe longer. Who would be on your top 10 rappers of all time list? List them below in the comments. Meagan Good and DeVon Franklin to divorce after 9 years of marriage. "We have decided to go into our future separately." Sad news, guys. Meagan Good and her husband DeVon Franklin are divorcing after 9 years of marriage. I know some of you guys have already heard this because it's all over the blogs. According to Hello Beautiful, the couple put out a joint statement stating, "After much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our future separately, but forever connected." They continued, "We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together and a love that is eternal. There is no one at fault. We believe that this is the next best chapter in the evolution of our love," adding that they are incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we've spent together as husband and wife. "We are also extremely thankful to God for the testimony being created inside us both and for blessing our lives with each other." This is really disappointing news because I really like these two together. I'm a Meagan Good fan, and I feel like I've grown up with her because I used to watch her on Nickelodeon on that Nickelodeon show called Cousin Skeeter, and I watched her on Eve's Bayou, and as I've grown, I've watched her grow. You know, I actually met Meagan Good this past October at a Halloween party red carpet I was covering. There were whispers then that her relationship with her husband were on the rocks, but when I talked to her, I didn't bring that up. It was a celebratory time, and no one needed to bring down the mood with that kind of information. She looked great as always, but I did notice her husband wasn't there. I really wanted this relationship to work, and I know that sounds naive, but I really did. This relationship was under a lot of pressure from the start. She was the actress from Hollywood, and he was a pastor. I feel like the Christian community never accepted Meagan Good or her marriage to her husband. People were always tearing her down for her clothing options, and she was under a very intense microscope. See, that's why I could never be a preacher's wife. I don't live that pious of a lifestyle. I like my short, tight dresses, my makeup, and my lashes way too much. I'm a Christian, but being a preacher's wife is on a whole nother level. There was a guy that was very interested in me when I lived in New York that wanted to be a preacher, and he always was flirting with me and calling me his first lady. And I was like, no sir, if you're serious about being a man of the cloth, you don't need me around you. I like dressing sexy and I like being sexy, and I already know that type of behavior is frowned upon, especially if you're a preacher's wife. When I was a member of the Abyssinian Church in Harlem, my friend would always tease me and suggest I try to date the single young pastor, but I would never do that. I don't need that kind of drama or scrutiny in my life. Anyway, I'm sad to see this end. Hopefully this won't turn into a messy divorce. To raise money for foster care charities, former First Lady Melania Trump is selling watercolor paintings of her eyes and an audio message for $185 as an NFT. After keeping a low profile for almost a year, the former First Lady is back in action. Keeping up with the current trend, Trump has joined the NFT craze and is offering prints of her piercing cobalt blue eyes as an NFT along with a complimentary voice message. According to Luxury Launches, Melania makes her NFT debut by offering a watercolor painting of her eyes and a complimentary voice message. It is dubbed Melania's Vision and is created by French artist Marc-Antoine Collou. The audio message included is, "My vision is, look forward with inspiration, strength, and courage." Trump's first sale ends December 31st, the minute before midnight on New Year's, and is to be paid for with Solana cryptocurrency, currently valued around $180 each. An excited Melania took to Twitter to share her excitement. She wrote, "Excited for this new venture, which combines my passion for art and my commitment to helping our nation's children fulfill their own unique American dream. Hashtag Melania NFT." A portion of the proceeds of the sale will go to the former First Lady's Be Best initiative, which focuses on the well-being of youth and advocating against cyberbullying. This NFT can only be purchased on the former First Lady's official website, melaniatrump.com. You can always count on the Trumps to hop on a trend. While I'm not a fan of President Trump or First Lady Melania Trump, I actually think this is a pretty good idea, and I'm sure it's going to sell quickly. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly for December 22nd. Please like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.